And that's the lady of the moment, Najemba Fauzia, looking to be the top scorer of the competition. Scored 6 goals, by the way, in one game where Uganda got a very good result over Djibouti. 6 in one match. It's a good one for Najemba Fauzia.
She already has 9 goals to her name, 6, 2 and 1. That has been her tally, and she looks forward to scoring this one. Tanzania is not that easy opponent. They will just score many like they have done in the previous fixtures against Eritrea, Djibouti and Burundi. This one is a tough one. You know the rivalry between Uganda and Tanzania straight from men's football, and definitely have to come down to this. But Fauzia is one you can't keep away from scoring most of the times when she has the right distance and right positioning. That is according to the coaches, our tactics.
For Tanzania, they'll be having Rehema Ramadhani, jersey number 14, pairing up with Masaka Aisha Kamis, and also jersey number 22, Koku Ali Kipanga. Well, those will be the footballers to look out for here. It's basically a weekend affair. It's the East African derby, you can say. Uganda in white, and of course Tanzania in the blue. Well, the two squaring off here tonight in this East African derby. Well, these two have actually met before, and they'll be trying to see how they can air note each other's in regards to this game that kicks off in just 2 seconds. 1 second. It's now 4 p.m. sharp. Center referee does get us underway here tonight as Uganda takes on Tanzania. Uganda moving the ball from the left to the right. Tanzania moving the ball to the right to the left. Tanzania in the blues, Uganda in the whites. Haruna throw in for Tanzania. Haruna looking to get this ball underway. That's Aisha trying to fight for that ball. Aisha stolen away gallantly. Referee awarding that for the free kick. Nandede, a footballer that plays the game of football down there in Shikataka from Mbale, will be another footballer to look out for. This is Nakachwa gliding head away to the wing side. Margaret Kunihira trying to drive that ball deep down and swept away there. Very good play from Emiliana Isaya. Throw into Tanzania. It's been a roller coaster of games here at the FUFA Technical Center. 3 games per match day. As early as 10, 1 and 4 p.m. We've actually had games being played here. This is Hamis Masaka on the run to the byline and gets a corner. But like I said before, she's actually one footballer to look out for. Very, very important footballer to the setup of the Tanzanian team. Very quick,
pace you can add to that, and also very quick in decision making. The Ugandans have to be worried of her. She's one slippery player that you cannot allow in your territory, and she's been their best player for some good time, Aisha Masaka.
Haruna drives one through. Ooh, very close there, and very good play there from Asia Nachibuka. Well, that ball was actually gliding into the back of the net there, but good corner from Said Haruna, footballer from Tanzania. She'll be delivering the same corner yet again. And Nyarenga Duffin, the goalkeeper, trying to watch the flight of this ball right now. Haruna with another good delivery. Punched away again by the keeper, Nyarenga. Goes out for corner. Now that's good pressure from Tanzania. Good pressure.
Yeah, the real competition begins for Uganda. They played against Djibouti, Burundi, Eritrea, and they were easy to go past. But now Tanzania, you have to do a lot if you're to do something against them.
Corner brought in by Rehema. It's very poor one this time by Rehema. Goes away for a goal kick to Uganda. Well, you have to admit, Tanzania coming with some bit of a different change in game in this East African derby, and they'll be looking to get more points and try and get themselves back in. You can say it will be a little bit difficult for them to come back with a few matches to play for Fiona. I think the final game for Uganda is a battle against Ethiopia. Will be a nice one there.
Yeah, nice one, considering Uganda has just played them in the qualifier category, and Uganda got past them through penalties. They play Kenya next, so familiar opponents, but there will be change in some players. Like we normally say that sometimes when the senior team for the women is playing, they do get some players from the under 20 who come to help and complement here and there.
Good header there from Emiliana Isaya. Uganda get themselves a throw-in, and it will be Nakachwa Samali looking to get this ball further forward, but Shakira Inagahira has actually been very outstanding in this competition. Cleared away there by Haruna. Away by Nakachwa. Shakira. Referee has awarded a foul. It was Naluja who was actually brought down. Now scored a beautiful goal there. This is Naluja. It was a wonderful, beautiful goal that she did score. It's free kick. Looking to see what comes from here.
Well, they come into this game without Njurugwe, if that's her name, Nguru actually. She confronted the referee in their loss against Ethiopia. I think in her mind she thought she could decide for the referee, but we all remember the 90 minutes for the referee to make decisions, and you as a player, your responsibility is to do what you can do in your territory. A free kick for Uganda at the moment.
We'll have to admit that the sun is actually shining high here in Njeru. And Uganda will be trying to utilize this from the set piece if they can't deliver. It's Fauzia Najemba looking to be the one to get this ball inside. That's Fauzia. Dropping ball straight. Goalkeeper fumbles here. And what a waste. Terrible. But again, you have to admit that was some bit of poor goalkeeping from Ziberi Mtunda.
We've seen many of those, but the assistant referee signals for offside. But could that be an offside since it came from the goalkeeper? For me, I think the Ugandan was right to go for the ball, but realize again the goalkeeper needs to be more alert and hold the ball firmly. Otherwise, if he does that next time, you don't know what could happen. Since it's a competitive match and could go anywhere at this particular moment. Well, a lot has gone on in this tournament. Some Eritreans leaving the camp without reporting and telling their officials where they were going.
Yeah. Well, we've had very many actually walk away. About 5 of those did walk away. But it's basically something that happens from the Eritrean side whenever they come for a competition. So the first time that we're having them actually disappear. I remember in one CECAFA event, almost an entire team of Eritrea did disappear, except the coach and one of the officials, about 2015. Good ball through. And Ziberi Mtunda there.
Yeah, the goalkeeper this time is alert, but also it was a weak shot. Could not have bothered more than that. But also, in the past 4 matches, okay, say the 3 of the tournament, Uganda has had Hadija Nanda go scoring for them first. In brief, opening the scoring for Team Uganda. And if that's to go with, that means today she could also get herself on the score sheet.
This is Masaka holding that ball gallantly well, trying to deliver. It's good energy there from Hamis Masaka Aisha. Unfortunately for her, she fouls in the process. Not very happy. She's actually a player that has graduated from the under-17 over the Tanzanian football, and surely she is maturing very, very slowly into a very, very good striker down in Tanzania, Masaka. Ball away there, perfect by Kuku. Still another free kick here to Uganda.
Well, Uganda have a match for themselves in Team Tanzania. Realize that Tanzanians are good, individually skilled for some of the players, and also go for all tactical adjustments as the game goes by. Realize they can go for the long balls. They are good with
here comes the run through Najemba. So away there by the keeper, Ziberi. Very good run from Fauzia Najemba there, the captain.
They're saying she was offside.
Oh, just failing to time her run, really. Free kick. Krista John Bahera will be the one to get this ball away. Gliding ball forward now to Nyarenga. Nadunga. Nakachwa holding it gallantly well. Back again to Nadunga. Oh, what a clearance. That's disappointing, but kept on play by Nakachwa. Haruna. Nice play. Very, very good. Actually, it was Ramadhani Rehema. And here comes Haruna with the throw. Rehema again, trying to crop that ball through. Nakachwa for Uganda, stolen away again there. Will that be a free kick? No, the referee allows it to continue. Nice play there from Nendandede. Clipped on the heels, a free kick awarded. She's been a very outstanding goal. That is a defender, Haruna Saif. Fine player, fine player. Motivated always, good body when it comes down to being a defender there. She's a very big bully. Haruna, the left back of the Tanzanian under-20 side. Currently, Bira does not look very comfortable here. Away by Nakachwa. And look at this.
Yeah.
Referee awards a foul here.
Bira and Aisha Nantongo have been partners at centre back for all the games. I cannot bring in the fatigue aspect of it because realize they have had resting days. They last played on today's what? Today's Saturday. They last played on Wednesday, so they have had about 2.5 days of resting.
Nice ball, cleared away there by Nyarenga. Flag had gone up for the offside there, or some bit of infringement on the goalkeeper, Duffy Nyarenga. Comes from a footballing family, by the way, Duffy Nyarenga. Duffy looking to float that ball forward. Najemba. Away there by Emiliana Isaya. Looking for Masaka. And they collect. This is Koku. Flag again goes up. Fine play. Good build up. Good play there from Naluja. Away, Margaret Kunihira on the run. Holds a run. Tries to drop this ball over the bar.
Oh.
Close. Very close there for Margaret.
Looked like it was going in. Margaret just switches from right to left. I believe it is also a tactical adjustment to allow them move freely, because when she was on the right side, there were issues of her being tracked down every time she got the ball. They realized that Tanzania is an opponent that will not be very easy for them to just run by, so they'll have to take all their chances from different angles.
What a game. Very good game here between Tanzania and Uganda, the two neighbors. And by the way, the president of Tanzania coming in to sponsor competition, and that's in honor of Hanem. Interestingly, ball up front, collected yet again. Aisha swept away. This is Nandede. Oh, good running from Nandede. Nandede yet again. Najemba is offside. Nandede, solo effort, Nandede again. She crosses this time and finally put it away.
Yeah, she did good things, but at the wrong moment. There was time the partner was open. There was a time Fauzia was on side and very open. All she needed was cross the ball to her in a square form. She didn't do that. And by the time she did, the defenders from the opposing side were already there. For me, Zaina should understand her colleague more. That's why they call gelling and sinking with your teammate, because now they've lost another chance that was very good for them to open the scoring for this game.
Patrick Ndela. Shemat Juma. Stolen away. Najemba on here. Swept through. Could be a chance here to Naluja. Oh, what a clearance. Oh, very disappointing there, but that shall be counting as a shot off target. Who's just joining us, this is the CECAFA Under-20 women's competition coming to you live all the way from the FUFA Technical Center down in Njeru. Njeru has been very busy. Collected calmly. This is Shamat Juma. Koku. Away by Ndela. Emiliana Isaya driving forward. Good energy. Aisha Juma. Change of wing. Margaret Knihira. Emiliana. Oh, referee actually says that Margaret Kunihira was fouled in there. Actually played almost every match, Margaret Kunihira. She's been there in every game. Currently feeling the pinch of that tackle. Margaret Kunihira also scored a beauty in this competition. There will be a couple of goals that will be contending for the goal of the tournament. But that's the man in question. The man who has been very busy transforming the Uganda team from the under-17 and under-20. He's been very busy. The coach of Uganda.
Yeah, Ayub Khalifa, most known to Kawempe Muslim football team, but I think also a great inspiration to the girls, like you said. 80% of those girls have gone through his hands. Some may not be in the teams he has coached, but he always finds time to visit them in their respective clubs and has a word or two for them. He needs an award. He's already gotten some, but I know he needs more at the international level. He's also called Asubo by the girls. When you talk to most of them, when they're always talking about him, they say Coach Asubo, Coach Asubo.
Naluja brought down. It's free kick awarded. And Naluja Shamira scored 2 already in this competition. Was a beautiful goal and a penalty, and there could be a yellow card given away to Koku Ali Kipanga. Well, they've been slightly very indisciplined in the competition, Tanzania.
Yeah, already have an official and the player suspended. Of course, it was poor gestures when the player decided to have a go at the referee, and that is when the outsider came in to help. She was served. Otherwise, if she would have done more, then it would be not a suspension but a banning.
Long. Straight away to the goalkeeper there, Ziberi Mtunda.
In the past games, Uganda would have already had 2 or 3 at this level, but against Tanzania, realize you have a tough opponent. It is now time for Uganda to evaluate themselves in this match.
Away by Naluja. Collected calmly in the midfield by Irene Ndela. Christine John Bahera. Actually, it's Christine John Bahera right now. That this is Emiliana, jersey number 15. Headed down by Nantongo. That's a big clearance there from Nantongo. That ball actually goes straight away, almost closer to the pitch there. Zaina Nandede on your screen from Kataka, Kataka.
Her and Esther Namaganda lightened up the Elite League. Both of them from Ashikataka, like Peter mentioned. They were very good, actually steered that team on until when they could not go very further. Happy for her. She's now featuring on the national team and getting her second start.
That's a loose ball, just goes out for a goal kick. That'll be one for the Ugandan side to relax a bit and maybe give chance to Dapin Nyarenga. Have a feel on that ball there. Well, reminding you, those viewing, that the senior men's team will be in action next week. That will be a game coming to you live on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday will be 11th. They will be against Kenya at St. Mary's Chitende.
Yeah, that's a World Cup qualifier.
And 3 days later, they will be playing against Mali.
Oh, that will be in Morocco. Mali actually failing to complete their stadium in time to host the Ugandan side. They thought of finishing that stadium in time to host Uganda, which will actually give them an advantage. But here, referee has awarded a free kick for a push. Aisha Juma was the player in question. The referee knows exactly what the Tanzanian footballers can do, so she's showing a lot of authority in this match. Oh, she saw that in the previous game, so doesn't want to have that kind of a mess. Samali Nakachwa, a couple of yards away from goal, will be the one to take this free kick for Uganda. Samali trying to calculate and trying to see how she can deliver this. She tries to go for goal, and well, the idea was very poor. Try to look at that angle, try to go for that angle, but it was way, way away. Samali Nakachwa. There we go. Still 0-0. Masaka brings down Naluja. It's free kick to Uganda. Shamira Naluja. Oh, feeling the pain right now. It took 2, by the way, to bring down Shamira Naluja. Here we go. She actually goes in the middle, and there. Some good melee inside there. And Kuku already on a yellow card. She has to come a little bit down, otherwise any other serious foul will result into another yellow and possible red. Samali controlling this. Oh, Nandede. It's good clearance, very, very good clearance this time from Haruna.
Yeah, the game approach for Tanzania is excellent at the moment, defending at all levels, at the midfield level and right far behind. Nunont they do not allow any Ugandan player to hold the ball firmly in their own box, because that could cause a problem for their defenders. So they try to defend while not in the box, because by then they are trying to avoid the penalties that could come from such areas. Shamila failing to control the midfield like she normally does.
This is Margaret Kunihira driving further. Naluja back behind to Nachibuka with a sweet delivery, but met very well there by Isaiah Emiliana. Throw in Uganda so far, 20 minutes of the game played. Against Djibouti, 20 minutes already, 4 goals had been scored. But against Tanzania, it's becoming tricky, but good play from Nachibuka there. Another delivery, header from our lady herself, Nandago, trying to score the opening goal again. She scored in almost every game she's played the opening goal. Nandago Hadija. This is she with that kind of header there. Straight away to the goalkeeper, no problem for Ziberim Tunda.
We've been hailing Ayub Khalifa for all he's done, but there is one team that has always caused problems for him, and that is Tanzania.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah, they won 2-1 in Dar es Salaam, that is in under 17 category, though Uganda had won 5-1 in Kampala. Actually, Tanzania is the only team to defeat Ayub Khalifa when it comes to the underage teams, that is under 20 and under 17 combined, though in CECAFA 2019 it was a draw.
Oh, good run here from Fauzia Najemba. She goes for goal, solo effort, it's out. Very good goalkeeping from Ziberim Tunda. Well, that could have gone in the back of the net. She had all the right to go for that, Najemba Fauzia. Well, she's actually a very super striker in the making. Look at this from her. Good run from Najemba. Beats a marker there, Krista John Bahera, and sees the angle. What a save. What a save.
Yeah, now that it's gone outside, you realize Nandede was also in the right position if she had passed the ball to her. But the striker she is, sometimes you need to be selfish and go for goal. Good goalkeeping for me from Ziberi, who had touches on that, though nothing yields for the under-20 side.
Well, the Ethiopians surely will be supporting Tanzania here. They'll want Uganda to be beaten. You know, the competition is between the two, Ethiopia and Uganda.
Sometimes
and Ethiopia actually went on to win its
You need to beat your opponent yourself. So Ethiopia better waits for Uganda and not wait for favors from other teams.
Masaka doing well. Masaka again. Hamis Irene. Well, the captain lays that ball away to Patrick Ndela. Irene again. Away by Asia Nachibuka. This is Najemba. Well, the referee has awarded a free kick, if I'm not very much mistaken. Yes, it is. It's a free kick to Tanzania. Oh, drop ball here. Nice play. Patrick Naluja. Kunihira. Away by Ndera Patrick. That's going to be a free kick now to Uganda. The referee wants a word here. Well, like I told you before, she's pounding her authority here, real exerting that authority in this match. And it looks like Margaret Kunihira having a little bit of pain. Oh yeah, she actually got the knock there from Ndela Patrick. Well, if there's any footballer who has been fouled very much in this, she's the one.
Asia Nachibuka.
No, talking about Margaret Kunihira.
Yeah. Okay. You know, they're moving along the same line, so I was once confused by that. They're all operating on the left side of the pitch.
Ball down, swept away by Juma Aisha. Trying to nick that ball through Hema Ramadani. Foul again. Well, the Uganda senior team, ladies category, will also be in action December, that is next month.
Against Kenya. Remember, they have already beaten Kenya in the under-20 category with a margin of 10-3.
It's free kick. Well, we brought through by John Behera. Krista John Bahera away, straight up, goes away for a goal kick there. 0-0 is the scoreboard reading. 23 minutes of the game played here. Still waiting to see what comes from here, really, as the flags continue to showcase their awesomeness in their perfect ambience.
Well,
Good
Uganda
weather.
have South Africa and Kenya as their next matches. Of course, even CAF, sometime there was a problem because they did first say this is the opponent you have, then they mentioned a different opponent, but I think it was due to the rankings and all they had put in terms of seedings. So that is what we have on the table, and we'll be keeping you posted on that as Uganda tries to break down Tanzania in this match. Tanzanians not being very easy, and I'm told the Tanzanians are eagerly waiting for their team to beat Uganda in this game.
Nakachua. Away by Najunga. Oh, that's some zero passing. Margaret Kunihira. It's Margaret. Well, two players going for the same ball. Good defending by Patrick Ndela. And this chases on here. This is Masaka Aish.
Well, if you're not on TV and you just heard that Christopher Bahera and Ndela Patrick are playing, you'd think otherwise. But those players for the Tanzanian women team and are great defenders. One right at the center, the other operates at the right wing. She's a right back, though has failed to bring in crosses to try and meet the likes of Koku Ali Kapaga and Rehema Ramadan, who are the strikers for Tanzanians today.
Throw to Tanzania yet again. Well, the ball boys rather, not in a hurry to bring this ball through, but it's Patrick Ndela to be the one to get this ball, as Masaka there is trying to request for the same ball. Irene is fouled. Oh, actually, Irene fouls. Actually, thought she was fouled. It's the other way around. Masaka going to the fish on the other side, wondering what the call was for. Oh, she's a player that actually has scored against Uganda, Irene. Sorry, that is Masaka Aisha Hamis. And she would love to score against Uganda yet again today. Away by Nachibuka, away by Patrick. Irene loses possession. Dago. Aisha Juma. Nandede trying to pass through the mid of the players, but stolen away there by Haruna. Intercepted yet again, no foul. Stolen away, Shakira.
Shakira Nyinagahira, one of those that is small in size, but with big brains. That is what you can say to describe her. Very happy for her to score in one of the last matches. That is against Djibouti, when Uganda ran riot, scoring 13. They've scored 20. 2 in the last against Eritrea, 13 against Djibouti, and 5 against Burundi to be exact. Whereas their opponent fell short against Ethiopia in the last game, that is Tanzania, and had a few players getting warned by the referee, as we see Tanzania trying to draw first blood by going for this one, but apparently it goes off the pitch and Uganda will have a goal kick.
Oldafin Nyaringa has been very outstanding in this year's edition of the competition, Daphne.
Yeah, I think she's eyeing the position of Churo Ruth or Daisy. If any of them fell sick, she could deputize very easily. The conveyor belt is good for Uganda. Those who decided that they should go back to the drawing board and build proper structures. The only worry is, Peter, that again, the kickoff for the Elite and Super League has been pushed to next year. So when the qualifiers are coming, like we said, against Kenya, against South Africa, you realize that there will be no active football for the women. But again, those who draw such plans have reasons for doing that.
Masaka loses a bearing but wins the ball yet again. Kuku swept away from danger, collected by Fozia Najemba. Well, trying to be very clever, but read very well there by Isaiah Emiliana, who is actually fouled in the process. And Shakira needs to come down. You can actually get a yellow card for that. Free kick to Tanzania. Oh, they've been very awesome today. They play some pretty good football.
And Isaiah is defending at the midfield level. She's a defender, but manages to come in and cover half the ground.
Free kick now to Tanzania. Standing on this one is Krista John Bahera. There she goes, John Bahera. Tries to drop one very heavily straight to the arms of the keeper, Daphne Nyarenga. Oh, no problem. Chess is on. Kunihira. That was the ball to roll away for a throw-in. Began quickly by her. Asia. Looks like that ball had actually crossed the line. Yes, it did. See again. Najimba. Najimba trying to be very clever. And what does the referee say? Will it be a throw-in for Uganda? It's a throw for Tanzania.
Isaiah is asking the referee what she had done, but she was last to touch the ball, and Asia Nachibuka will be the one throwing. Ayubu a little worried because the goals are not coming in, but you should know this is a different opponent than the ones he's played in the past.
It's free kick for Nachibuka Asia. Long from Nachibuka. Headed away. Chance through, still falling in. Nandede. That's a good play from Nakachwa. This is Nandede. Ooh, fakes two at the same time. Good turning. Aisha. The strike coming in from Shamira Naluja, but a little disappointing.
Yeah, they're trying to break them down, but the Tanzanians are rounding off every movement. They're trying to close down, not allowing them space. Just look at the marking in the box. They're not leaving any chance to waste. Nandede tries that. She hits a dead end. They try to give it to Samali. The ball cannot go through. Zaina tries to dribble. Again, they cannot get that through Shakira. And finally, the ball is stolen away. Very good defending coming in from the Tanzanians.
Water break. I told you, Jinja is actually very, very hot. I don't know exactly how the weather is in Kampala. By the time we were traveling to Jinja, it was drizzling.
Yeah.
And surprisingly reaching here, it's very hot.
Ban said it was mild when we last talked to him down there in Kampala. But I guess, like you see, the temperatures are high. That's why we see the girls cooling off. They are women, vulnerable, and it is understandable. If the men can get these water breaks in their game, what about the women who are more vulnerable than the men? Tanzanian coach tries to urge them on because she knows if they have managed 30 minutes without conceding, they can go all the way.
Began very quickly. To the wing side now, looking to pick up on Indela. Still very surprised really, Fiona, how countries like Kenya actually failed to organize an under-20 side to come and play, and yet the Secretary General or General Secretary actually comes all the president rather comes all the way from Kenya.
I think they had factors. Remember, they've been having problems with the federation.
Yeah, the top administration Kenya.
Yeah.
Due to place.
Trying to make gestures. I think you should pass those to Bans on a social media platform. Then he will he'll actually show the viewers. We have Honorable Florence Nachuarachin heading the organizing committee for this CECAFA itself, this year's edition. And apart from a few things here and there, the mistakes that you can allow, I think they are about to register a successful tournament.
Well, it will be successful if they can go down to win this one. And apart from that, they're still struggling in here. Away by Christopher John. And the chase is for Nakachwa Samali. Samali, failing to keep the ball on play. Samali, lack of concentration this time.
Surely that was poor from her. Why the running and then failing to just keep it within an inch?
Ball out for a goal kick. Adunga Nakachwa. Good play from Nandede, straight away by Nakachwa. And headed away, perfect by John Bahera. Goes out for a throw-in. And Isaiah Emiliano has also been there, very busy, trying to keep an eye on how the game is proceeding in here. Samali Nakachwa. Najemba. Good fast touch. Good delivery to the wing, looking for Margaret. Can you hear a Margaret here? Lays it back. Asia. Look from Asia. Oh, control looking for Nandede. Swept away by Juma Aisha. Well, the trickery sometimes by these footballers actually gets our cameramen a little confused. You anticipate a move and you affect. Oh, Nandede goes down. And a free kick for Uganda. And you can see the disappointment coming in from Haruna herself. Getting a word from the referee, that's our final.
Well, Tanzania has not managed to get maximum points like Uganda have done. When you look at it, the Tanzanians standing at 7 need to win this to approach 10 points. And they made 5 changes in this encounter. Actually, the goalkeeper was replaced. They had Aisha.
Oh, this is it. There's going to be a yellow card here. That's a silly yellow card to concede, really. Haruna.
I think they should change their attitude. This is the first time they are doing this. This is the second time in the game, and we've seen a game that they also try to get physical.
It's a very silly yellow card to concede, really. Free kick. And Samali Nakachwa, she'll be the one to deliver. Defender putting on shot number 9. Samali looking to drop this one inside. Long from Samali. Headed away, possibly for a corner. Oh yes, it's a corner. It's a different kind of ball game here for the Tanzanians, really.
Yeah, it looked easy for them when they beat Eritrea. The Tanzanians beat Burundi 2-1, but were beaten by Ethiopia in that sub-match that ended badly for their side. But you can see some of the Ugandan coaches, Chiberu, their goalkeeping coach, as we have Margaret Kunihira trying to chip this one in.
This is Margaret Kunihira with a delivery. Ooh, brush through, and it's out. Well, for once almost got me confused, but I went away for a goal kick. Still 0-0. And it remains like this. Actually, the Ethiopians have not yet picked up a draw in this competition, have they, Fiona?
Yeah, they have not. They have won all their games.
Yeah.
They have 12 points. Uganda has 10 as it stands. They have gotten the 9 from the 3 games. And so far, you can count this as a draw because it's not yet ended. But it's Ethiopia that have won all.
Well, Ethiopia managing to beat Tanzania. It was 2-1. Controversy. Final ending of that match that resulted into some exchange from the Tanzanian footballers with the referees that led to suspension of a player and an official just a few days ago.
That is Aisha Masaka actually.
Samali Nakachwa with the delivery from the free kick. Ball bouncing away. Now this is Masaka. Aisha Masaka. Driving that ball further forward. The chase is for Aisha Natunga. Collecting very well here. Asia. He's failing to keep that ball on pace here. It goes out for a throw in. 10 minutes to go. Just 10 to half time.
To half time and still 0-0. Considering Uganda's scoring prowess in the past games, this will be bad for them, but then this is a different opponent altogether. But also for the Tanzanians, they have struggled to score against some of the weakest teams because, like I told you, 1-0, 2-1, then beaten 2-1. That means they have also been involved in games where scoring has happened. That means that any time we could have a goal and that could change the table standings.
Goals change games. Goals do change the way a game is played.
And games produce stars.
Well, some bit of poor clearance there this time from the defender Haruna Saif. Trying to go for glory from a long distance. Naluja away to Nakachwa. Now defended well there by Isaiah Emiliana. Has put support for a throw-in.
Tanzanian defense is organized, Peter. Just look at them backtrack, the way they tight mark their opponents. Let's see how far Somali can throw this.
Somali away to nobody in particular. Ziberi be the one to retrieve that ball. Ziberi looking to go slightly farther here. She's arching everybody forward. I hope Masaka is in front to receive this. She's the main target, Masaka, alongside 14 Regina Ramadhani. Naluja. Oh, the push from Irene. It's going to be a free kick this time on Shakira. Uganda looking to begin this very quickly. Well, that's Irene, the captain of the Tanzanian side. It's a very long ball there from Nantungo. It's collected well there by Christopher John Bahera. Oh, stolen away, possibly on the wing side. This is Masaka. Goalkeeper is out of her line. Finally put it away from danger. But you need to actually keep an eye on jersey number 10 there, Masaka. Very clever footballer.
Yeah, Uganda broken, though have not been beaten, because if the goalkeeper can walk out of her box, that is, she smelled danger, and Masaka almost dressed her with the ball and took it to the penalty box to try and have a go between the two poles. But again, the defenders in Nantongo and Nadunga were able to track down Aisha and got that ball from danger. Uganda living dangerously at the back.
Irene with the run. Referee says there was a foul throw from Aruna. Time for Uganda to retrieve.
Shakira.
Get ball
Somali.
through. Big clearance there from Aisha Juma. Throw in Uganda. Game alive, game was on. Brush ball yet again by Haruna. Another throw in for Samali Nakachwa. Looking to deliver this forward here. Samali. Nandede, away by Shakira. It's collected by Nakachwa. Playing from Nandango. Nakachwa again. Ooh, lack of concentration from Naluja Shamira, but it's Margaret Kunihira this time. Looking to be very clever, Margaret. With a big delivery in the box. Brushed away there by Haruna. And then a slight push, not yielding any free kick. It's put it away there by Nadunga. Emiliana Isaiah. Ndela Patrick stolen away there. Najemba. Off again. Nandago. And that's a foul.
Yeah, she wanted to go for a dummy, but there was a player already brought down, and the referee confirmed there was contact. So it's a free kick for the Tanzanians. 5 to go. They have handled this game very well. More so from the defending side. Actually, they have had threatening attacks compared to Uganda.
Well, the coach is not settled, you have to admit. He knows a trophy and bragging rights, and another on his name will be waiting if he can actually go down to win this competition. Here they come. Nadende, Shakira. Poor play, really poor distribution skills. Masaka here. 1-2 there with Patrick, intercepted away by Shamachuma. And that just rolls and rolls away for a goal kick here with just 4 minutes remaining to half time. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard reading if you're just joining us. Samali Nakachwa. All trying to fake. Fortunately, Masaka reading the move very well this time, away by Asia. Najemba. Good play from Shakira. Now Nakachwa. Trying to dig that ball through, but collected here by Emiliana. Masaka. Najemba. Good play there from Uganda, but again there is nobody forward to receive this ball. looks like the Ugandan team is not concentrating finally inside the other side of the half, really. Well, they play very well from the back, but...
and Samali playing the ball to particularly no one, because she normally plays it forward, and whoever finds it gets it going. She should have a particular destination.
Shakira, one pass there. Nadangu, Nakachwa, throw in Uganda. Well, Masaka has been up and about in this match.
She's their best player. He can dribble past any opponent, but as of today, Samali is not giving her that room.
Throw in Uganda yet again. Looks like nobody wants to throw this ball, and the roll goes to Samali Nakachwa. Actually, it was Nadunga Bira who threw that ball this time. Away by Nakachwa. A header coming up from Juma Shimat. Straight to the goalkeeper, Nyaringa Daffin. 2 minutes remaining to play. Still a very, very much open-ended game in here. Question remains, will Uganda win this to go back on top of the table with just one match remaining to play?
As it looks, they need to do more if they are to win this and improve going forward, because realize they are all at the back in the midfield trying to win possession and have failed to, of course, sink and gel up front. When Fauzia gets, she tries to go for goal. When Samali gets, plays to nobody in particular. Margaret Kunhira, the crosses are not coming in. So Uganda has to do better if they are to win this game, Peter, to answer your worries.
A free kick now to Uganda. A bit of poor play this time. Looks to have been Juma Shemat. Actually, it was Patrick rather. Just the number 2 there, Ndela Patrick.
Well, there is a chance to have that goal, but realize the Tanzanians are physically well built and can try to outmuscle. Well, Margaret Kunhira was the player brought down. You can see her feeling pain. The pain is on the ankle of the left leg. Actually, the knee, not the ankle.
Away by Najemba. Very disappointing from Najemba, just failing to keep the ball slightly low. Or just whistles way over the bar for a goal kick, and there you go. Center referee blows the whistle to bring the first 45 minutes to an end. Still 0-0 here, and still very much open, really.
She added 1 minute, and she didn't wait for it to end, though they say at least 1 minute. But that is that. 0-0 between Tanzania and Uganda. Tanzania has been well organized at the park. Uganda too, given the fact they have not conceded in those minutes. Again, it will be who will capitalize on the mistake made by the other in the second half. But a competitive one it is, and Uganda has started feeling the heat of the CECAFA under 20.
Wonderful first 45 minutes, and no serious chances we have seen for goal, really, apart from one that actually befell Najemba Fauzia, that failed to utilize that opportunity to put that ball into the back of the net. But for now, it's actually half-time, 0-0. Let's actually go back to John Barnes Centre Moon studio for the analysis of this one. Don't go away, we shall be back.
With Uganda not being on the score sheet, but today it happens. We're up against Tanzania. It's the 4th game for Uganda, and as it stands of now, the Ethiopians lead the group on 12 points. Uganda sits on 10 points because this game is halfway through, and still joined by Otandeka Lachi. You seemed to be a little edgy while watching the first half, and I'm certain moments through that game you imagined you're playing.
I was really pleased to see that Uganda had more of the ball throughout the half, in my opinion. I think the only issue that we're having so far is we're trying to force it right now. So the balls are being played from our outside backs all the way, like trying to get to the forwards and trying to make something happen. And right now I think maybe the best thing to do, especially with Tanzania, they're getting really they're getting like packed on defense, so it's really hard to break them down once we're in the final third. So I think the best way to unbalance a team like this that's sitting back is to just keep moving the ball around, especially through the midfield. And then once you start shifting, the defense will shift as well, and that will create some gaps and some space for some really good penetrative passes and hopefully some goals at the end of that.
Okay, we're seeing a couple of young girls, Kunihira and Nandede, especially Kunihira, not so much into this game, yet we need her pace and ingenuity.
Yes.
What do the players really have to do to get those young girls? When Nandede has ever been coming into the game, she has been igniting some pace, but she's been blocked by that Tanzanian left back.
Yes.
And she's being blocked, and thus our passage of play through the right is not maturing that big. So who has to do things right? Hadija Nandago has not been so much into this game.
Yeah.
What do we have to do in order to get Kunihira and Nandede into this game? Because they seem to be the opening we have through the wings.
Yes, yeah. I would say, Uganda, we're really strong with our wing play. So I think specifically for this game, since, again, Tanzania is really sitting back and they're man marking on defense, I think the best thing for the wingers to do is to play 1 and 2 touch. And that involves the attacking midfielders to come in and help them out, as well as the outside backs to maybe make those overlapping runs and give Zaina and give Kunihira that space, that freedom to dribble more, like, you know, dribble inside if those outside backs are making those runs. Because right now they're getting caught because Tanzania is marking them really tight, and there's really no space while they're, you know, out there trying to provide services and cut inside and shoot. So I think right now we just need the outside backs to get more involved, maybe make some overlapping runs, and as well as the midfielders to find the balls when it's on the wing, so they can, you know, do some quick 1 and 2 touches and get behind the defense.
Yeah, Lucky, I'll confirm that, of course, Fauzia Najemba is our target person.
Yes.
She scored many goals for us at this particular championship, but minute 21, she got a big chance. She had 2 decisions to take: shoot on goal or pass to Nandede. Do you think she took the right one? Shooting on goal, we got a corner kick from it.
As a striker, yes, she did the right thing. But of course, looking
that
back...
That is it. That is the chance.
Yes, there it is.
That is the chance there.
Yeah, I remember screaming when I saw that play. Of course, as a striker, there has to be a good striker, and she's a very good striker. So there are moments where you have to be selfish, because those angles, sometimes you can sneak one past the keeper. In my opinion, after looking at the replay of that run she made, I think maybe she should have picked her head up and she would have saw Zaina coming in at the back post. But at the same time, she's a very good striker, and she did what her instincts told her to do, so can't really blame her for that.
Yeah, I remind you guys, if you're joining for the first time, this is the CECAFA Under-20 Women's Championship happening in Kampala at the Fatekenko Center in Njeru. It's for 6 nations, the 5 match days. This is the penultimate of them. Burundi has already lost to Ethiopia in the earlier game today, and of course Eritrea got a victory over Djibouti 2-0. That game finished. Ethiopia beat up on Burundi 1-0 to go top of the table on 12 points after 4 games. Uganda is 3.5 games in on 10 points, badly in need of a result. What is Coach Ayub telling the girls?
Right now, I think he's telling them to calm down, because the first half, again, they were playing really hard, but I think they were a little rushed, you know, trying to force passes, force shots. We have a lot of shots, but they're mostly off target. So I think right now he's telling them to just play simple and play smart, like make like really good passes to your teammates, not always launching the ball forward, and maybe, you know, being a little bit more patient, because I can see as soon as these are one of those games where you get 1 goal and then the rest will follow.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I just think Uganda needs to be a little bit more patient and then execute more when they're in the final third, because we've been in their box for majority of this game, especially on their half. So just be patient and execute.
Yeah, Uganda scored 20 goals at this particular championship, conceded only 1 against Burundi, 5-1. That game finished. We beat up on Djibouti 13-0, and of course against Eritrea it was a 2-0 result. But personally, I've been realizing we're getting a little slower, because everyone expected, maybe me, not you a player, me and a couple of lads out there who think like me, that Eritrea was there for the taking. We only scored 2 goals, and now here we are in a game that we must actually win, following Ethiopia's victory over Burundi, and we are being held to a scoreless draw. And you worried for the girls as a player? Now as a player, speak for them.
As a player, no, I'm not worried. These girls are very talented and they're very experienced.
A chance again, eh?
Oh, every time I see it, I just, man. And she's holding her head too. She knows.
Okay.
She knows maybe she could have executed better.
I know, of course, I know whatever she did is what she expected to be the good for the nation.
Yeah, and if it went in, we would have been cheering.
Celebrating
so,
and truly praising her ingenuity. Wow, she went for goal, not for Nandede. You know, that stuff happens like that. But anyways, the tension the girls are going through now at halftime, because I'm certain if there's any half of football, they have had to listen to the coaches now. Yeah. Because against Burundi, against Djibouti, against Eritrea, at this stage, we had something in the bank.
That's true, yeah. So, yeah, it's always, it's always nerve-wracking when you go into halftime 0-0. But right now, I think Uganda can also, they would do well if they just start to play smarter as well. Because right now, there are 2 Tanzanian players with yellow cards that they cheaply received. So I think the best thing to do, especially for those 2 players, is
the left back especially.
Yes.
Who is being attacked by Nandede.
Especially her, since she's fast. I think she should really press at her and really draw the foul, because playing on a yellow card, you're more cautious. And already Tanzania, they've shown that they're a little aggressive and they have a little bit of a temper. So I think if they just start frustrating them and the ref makes her calls, because she's been really quick to blow the whistle and she was very quick to bring out those 2 yellow cards. So I think we just have to play smart, and again, do the simple things, passing the balls around and then shifting the defense and finding those gaps, and hopefully we'll see some goals this second half.
Yeah, a couple of girls still on the bench: Saidia Namwanje, Harima Kanyago, Kathleen Nagadia, Rona Regina Nantege, Olivia Babide, Zaitun Namaganda, Kevin Nakachwa, and especially Komuntale Sumaya. I've not mentioned the goalkeeper, Joan Namsisi. For reasons, because we need the goals now. At least back in goal, we are comfortable and safe. By Daphne Nyayenga, she's doing a pretty job for us. Though she rushed late in the game to go off the line, yet the 2 defenders covering that striker from Tanzania. However dangerous she may be, I think it wasn't the right decision. But who should Coach Ayub Khalifa really call upon to come and try to change this game for us?
For game changes right now, that is a very
there's Komuntale Sumaya, there's Kevin Nakachwa, Zaitun Namaganda, Olivia Babiri, Regina Nantege. You know any of those lads?
I do know Komuntale. She's a very good left back.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much set on defense. So I would say if we want any change in this game, I think maybe it would come from the midfield. So maybe get a more ball-oriented attacking midfielder to really spray the balls out wide and really find those nice through passes and thread it nicely for Fauzia to run on, because she's really fast, and definitely we have the pace up top to beat Tanzania. So
I also believe that the lads that are playing now can actually just get that initiative amongst themselves and tell themselves we've got to push hard and get a result. Otherwise, they have not played as much as they ought to be doing, pushing for that one goal that, like you say, is puts us in good comfort, especially women's football. Whoever's taken a 1-0 lead has won. Ethiopia has just beaten up on Burundi 1-0. If we get a goal, then maybe it opens up the Tanzanians a little more. Then the pace of Nandede and Kunihira will come into play.
Yeah, for sure. Especially back to the wingers. Especially Kunuhira, she's been fouled like 3 times already. So I think the outside backs for Tanzania have their work cut out ahead of them, and I think they're already getting frustrated with how quick that Zaina and Maggie are coming at them. So I think if we just continue to play through the middle, because again in the first half it seemed like we were skipping the midfield players. Like Shamira, and I would say, who else was in the middle? Hadija. I didn't feel like they got the ball enough, but I think once we play through the middle and then find our outside wingers, and then eventually find Fauzia in the box, I think Uganda's got this.
The midfield trio of ours is Shamira Naluja, Shakira Nyirahagirwa, and Hadija Nandago didn't come so much into play in the first half. But I remind Ugandans, this is the CECAFA Women Under-20 Championship in Kampala. It's the penultimate fixture today. There have been 5 match days. There were 6 nations in there: Burundi, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Eritrea are the others. Currently, as it stands, Ethiopia, for having beaten Burundi in the early kickoff today, a 0-0, is top of the standings, and as it stands, are champions of this. But Uganda still has a half to play and a game to play, especially against the Ethiopians in the final group game that will happen on Tuesday. But Lachi, I want you to tell Ugandans of the importance of such a tournament ahead of upcoming engagements for women's football in Uganda.
Like what the importance of...
Yeah, I know there are many games we're preparing for as a national team,
yes.
Various national teams in Uganda, and many of these girls down there are part of the bigger, of the Crested Cranes and the under-20, because this is under-20 of course.
That's true. Yeah, so winning a tournament like this actually sets you up for, I would say, victory in the future, because now you have the confidence that your team can get through a tournament, and tournaments are different than just single games from here and there. Tournaments, you have to have endurance, because, you know, at least minimum there's 3 games, you know, to get out of your group stages. So I would say coming into a major tournament like World Cup qualifiers or something, after having something like CECAFA under your belt, like that really gives your team more confidence to go forward and gives you guys more wind under your wings to, you know, push forward, and it makes you believe that you can actually achieve bigger things. So.
Yeah. And of course, Uganda's women, the under-20, I will play a World Cup qualifier in next month against South Africa. Then the Crescent Cranes, to whom Utandeka Lachi belongs, have a big 2 games against Kenya in quest for qualification to AFCON, women's AFCON, that will happen in Morocco in mid next year. So many of the lads on this team, especially the Fauziana Jembas of this world, the Nandedes, the Kunihiras, the Asiana Kibukas, the Daphne Nyayengas, have a lot to prove by getting results from this and putting themselves in good stead for those teams, which Ugandan football, by the women's football, is very competitive. In a second, before we cross over to Peter Otai and Fifin Ginger, how do you think this game will end?
I think Uganda will win. I think I am Team Uganda. I think it's
okay.
2-0. I'm telling you, once that first goal is in, it's over for Tanzania.
Okay, that's what Lucky predicts, 2-0 for Uganda. Let's go off and join Peter Otai and Fifi Finapiki Namiro for the commentary from the Vatican Center in Jeru, where the CECAFA Women's Championship is entering its final, second last match day. Sorry, half to the final of the second last day at this championship. See you again at the end of 90.
Thank you very much, John Ban, Sentimu and Lachi there, and it's the second half of the game that is still very much open-ended. Uganda still nil with Tanzania here, and the two sides will be looking very much to chase on for the score if they can actually get something coming their way, if they can. Quick free kick. A free kick now to Uganda. Well, Uganda chasing that against Ethiopia. Ethiopia on top of the table, 12 points. Uganda coming in at number 2 with 10. Reminding you that it's basically a round-robin tournament whereby the winner, the final hurdle, will actually walk away with the title as champions of under-20. And Uganda, being the host, they'll surely want to lift this, but the competition is against the Ethiopians. That will be the final game for Uganda. It will be Uganda up against Ethiopia, depending on the result here anyways. Kunihira trying to look for Najembe. Najembe rather. Failing to keep hold of that ball. Goes away for a goal kick. It will be Ziberi Mtunda will be the one to try very much to deliver this one forward here. Slow start to the second half, just about 1 minute, and we expected more of maybe attacking football from both sides. Nalucha, Aisha Juma, doing very well there. Aisha Juma tries very much and also goes on to beat Nandede. Juma Aisha stolen away by Samali Nakachua. Slightly going back behind. This is Bira dropping it farther forward. Ooh. And a miscue there from Dela Patrick. Gives away the corner to Uganda. A lack of concentration. You have to be at a very right state of mind if you are to go down to finish this game perfectly well. Otherwise, in a lapse of concentration can actually yield into a loose ball. Can actually resulting to a punishment. Margaret Kunihira will be the one to deliver this ball forward for Uganda. That's Margaret with the big one through, gliding up. It was a handball right there, and the referee does award that. Even if the assistant did not watch that, but Irene, the captain of Tanzania, is on the ground in a lot of pain. Hope she'll be very much okay to continue at Irene, because she's been very outstanding at the center of the park. So in a lot of pain there, Irene. Let's actually watch this from this angle. Ooh, collision. There's actually a collision between Patrick Ndela and Irene. Oh, the captain is down. Some worry for the Tanzanians right now. It's a very, very big worry to see the captain down, as they have actually been relying a lot on her. But Najemba Fauzia has been marked perfectly well today by the Tanzanians. Been super performance, good play there from the Tanzanians, and they know where the threat comes up. And Masaka,
Emilian Isaya and Christopher John have marked her very well. When you talk of Masaka, I think she's just feeling so bad. She's trying to score as many as possible. When she compares herself to Fauzia, realize that Fauzia is way ahead, having scored very many. Tanzania with the free kick.
Way by John Bera. Chess here by Najemba. Can she keep the ball in play? Ooh, she does. Oh, she does keep the ball in play, but fortunately there was no one following that. John Bera. Masaka. Stolen away by Asia. Good driving in the midfield. Here comes Uganda looking for Nandago. Sweeping ball through, given away, and referee actually wants a free kick. It was some bit of an infringement over there, and you can see the pain on Hadija Nandago.
Yeah, she has been the scorer of an opening goal in all the 3 matches. Uganda has so far played and won. Max Mamli. Apparently today she's trying to look here and there and has failed to find her footing. Still 0-0, and none of them has even tried to bother the goalkeeper.
Oh, she's getting some bit of treatment, Hadija Nandago. She'll be ready to continue this one. Shakira has also been outplayed in this match here. The Tanzanians have actually worked very hard to make sure that the supply of the ball does not yield for the Ugandan side here. Supply is very, very paramount, and supply yields in 2 chances. Away by Nantongo. Headed away dangerously by Haruna. It's kept in play, but not well. Goes out for a goal kick. It's Najemba Fauzia. He's failing to keep hold of the ball. 5 minutes of the second half played already. Still 0-0. Still barren scoreboard reading in here.
Yeah, the coach did leave their top scorer on the bench. That is Clara Ruvanga. She scored 3 out of 3 games. But the coach decided today she had different options up front.
Away by Nandago. Another clip on Nandago from Emiliano Isaya. Well, they've actually been very, very rough today, the Tanzanians. And Nandago Hadija just coming from a foul and yields another foul. It's been very rough today. Emiliana Isaya. Looks like the referee wants a word here. Well, that looks like Asia on the ground there. Asia Nachibuka having a problem with the rib cage area. Hope she'll be able to continue this one, and the referee trying to urge her to get up, but Nandago Hadija seems to be okay to continue. Sharing a slight moment there with Irene, the captain of Tanzania. Well, the Women Club competition, Fiona, is actually sponsored by the president of Tanzania. There was a change in the name. Yeah, she actually took over that one.
So is it called Samia or Suluhu?
Both names.
Samia Suluhu Like they say
The club,
CECAFA.
yes, like you actually go down and say the
CECAFA Kagame Cup. So it is CECAFA Samia Suluhu Cup.
Exactly.
Okay, I will have my comments on that, but thank you, President of Tanzania.
Nalucha will be the one to deliver this one further forward. Uganda trying to chase down on the score, try and get something for themselves. Some loose ball there, straight away to Ziberi. Oh, Ziberi, comfortable today. And looks like Nantongo Aisha will be coming up. It was actually Nantongo who was on the ground and not Asia Badun. Comes back into the game, the defender Nantongo Aisha. Dela. Masaka again, looking to Irene, stolen away. Najemba loses possession. Margaret Kunihira. And collected by Shakira. It's away there by Nalucha. And Haruna was the right place at the right time to stop the move for Uganda. This will be a throw-in to be brought in by Nakachua Samali. A slight push. Free kick. Just 54 minutes of the game remaining to play. Seems to be something going on off the screen. And the referee actually rushing very quickly onto the right. Just waiting to confirm what the problem is. And yet again, it looks like the injury that was picked up by Nantongo is a very serious one, because she actually goes down yet again, and now the medical team is running there. Well, Nantongo has been very outstanding at the Chamber, but on this other side, Ziberi Tunda seems to be very much okay also, and the discussion is there. Just wondering what language is being used, if it's English or either Luganda, and you actually wonder whether the two players of Tanzania understanding exactly what Naluja and Najemba Fauzi are discussing. But it's a serious injury there for Nantongo, and she'll be stretched off. I don't think if she'll be able to come back, suffering from a rib cage issue. Nakachua looking to send this ball further forward here for Uganda. Nakachua, big delivery, put it away and caught it away perfectly there by Haruna. This is Masaka trying to beat the markers, utilizing the space there. Masaka does well. Masaka is away by Shakira. Ndela, Patrick Ndela. Now Irene, the captain, collected by Kuku. Free kick again to Uganda, and this time it was the other defender, Nadunga Pira, the partner of Nantongo Aisha. I think she's very much okay to continue this. It's a bit of a clip on her heel, and Nadunga will be okay to continue to play. She'll be running that pain out. Away by Asia, it's flicked in here by Dago, but straight up to Ziberi. Ziberi. You can see Tanzania actually taking a lot of time here, making sure that everything goes according to plan. That's Ziberi. Oh, just glides away and away for another throw in here to Uganda. Nachibuka Sia. Nalucha. Irene. Margaret Kunihira loses possession. This is Koku. Nice good play there from Nalucha. Away again by Shakira. Nandago. Well, trying to open up on Nandede, the lady from Shikataka. Fortunately, she was not able to retrieve that ball, as Uganda will be making the substitution right now because the injury to Nantongo, very, very serious. Nantongo exiting the game and replaced. Well, Uganda replaced, it's Sumaya Kumuntale. It actually means that Asia Nachibuka will be going to the mid of the defense, partnering up on Nanduga, and Kumuntale will be the one to come in. Here we go. Asia loses possession to Masaka, and referee blows the whistle for the free kick. Masaka actually bringing down on Asia Nachibuka. Very unlucky for Asia Nachibuka. Her first role as a central midfield in this results into a free kick and a foul. Not a serious injury for her, really. She'll be able to continue this match. We are approaching the hour mark now. It's still Uganda nil, Tanzania nil. The free kick will be brought in by Bira Nadunga. Patrick miscues. Nandago. Away by Kuku. Intercepted yet again here by Nandede. This is Nandede. Quick fit Nandede. All brought down there. It's going to be a free kick now to Uganda yet again. She's actually been the difference in this game. Her alongside Najemba Fauzia. Seen less of Margaret Kunihira in the second half. Let's wait and see what comes in from this free kick. Samali Nakachwa speciality will be the one to maybe switch this one into the forbidden area, trying to get more bodies forward. Samali Nakachwa Samali looking to deliver this one. Will they take their time here? Samali with the delivery. It's a nice one, punched away. There was no response from the incoming striker for Uganda. Bira. Throwing Tanzania. Nakachwa failing to connect on that ball, but this is the free kick that was delivered in. And the punch from Ziberi. There was nobody actually following out on that. But again, good pressing. Dunga. Margaret Kunihira. Yet again the flag goes up.
Well, Sumaya's coming in will mean Uganda are going to be more mobile up front. Definitely that means that with Aisha being withdrawn, then we'll have Asia sometime taking time with Nadunga to try defend amicably for Team Uganda. Throw in Ayubu Khalifa there, worried for a moment because it's half an hour left and apparently the goals are not coming in.
Well, one team that will be very happy about this result will be the Ethiopians. Be very happy. Kumuntale stolen away. Masaka. Collision between the two, Koku and Masaka. And again given away by Uganda. Nice play there from Isaiah Emiliana. This is Irene. Loses that ball in the center, but the referee says there was some bit of infringement there from Hadija Nandago.
Yeah, with the suspension of Ali, the Tanzanian who was playing at centre back, you would think that the Tanzanians will be porous and not real organized at the back, but it's a different thing. It means that they have depth in squad, and you can see that from all they've done against Uganda. They have organized themselves well. They have those tall, well-built girls who are trying to throw their bodies on the ball each time there is something. There is a player receiving medication, and it's time for Uganda to regroup. Their coach standing on the line and waiting to cause an upset against Team Uganda.
Well, Bakari Shime, the coach of Tanzania, a little bit worried, but this was a collision between the two.
Yeah, so no offense.
Masaka and Koku.
No offense for Shamila.
Away by Nakachwa. Throw in for Tanzania. 28 minutes to go. Uganda scoring in almost every match they have played in this competition here. Now finding it very difficult to get one past Tanzania.
Yeah, they scored 13 against Djibouti. In such matches where it's a little tight, you would wonder if they had scored about 5 and kept the rest for this game. But that is football. Sometimes when you get a weak opponent, I try to get the goal difference you need. In that, Tanzania has only scored 4 goals in the tournament so far.
Foul, this time on Hadija Nantago. The referee awarding the Ugandan side free kick, the under 20 side. Well, the Senior Challenge Cup for the ladies was supposed to be coming through, but unfortunately there was information that came up that Djibouti, country that was supposed to be hosting that, actually pulled out of hosting the Senior Challenge Cup for the ladies.
Now that it has a sponsor, like you've told us, I guess they will have a venue or a host. That could be Tanzania as well, because if your president is sponsoring, why not? Because they are actually endowed with very good stadia.
A bit of injury concern right now for the...
That is Fauzia, the captain.
Well, the referee shall bring the ball back behind. Shall be having a drop ball right now. Action will be resuming. Naluja. Away by Ndela Patrick. We throw to Uganda.
Smart takes this very quickly.
Play from Naluja. Sumaya yet again, another free kick. And this time it was Ndela Patrick. They are fouling on Margaret Kunihira. Well, they've actually gotten a real side.
Well,
Uganda.
A chance to score for Uganda. Shamila on the ball. They will need to have their tall players against the tall defenders of Tanzania in the box. You need to have Samali, you need to have Nadunga, Fauzia herself. Or you need to take it straight with a lot of energy and see if you can beat Tanzania's second keeper. Because their first keeper, Mrisho, is out of this game so far.
Well, they still have a footballer on the ground injured. Well, they've played a lot of football, these ladies, really. A lot of football. And, it's now catching up. Comes down to injury issues. It's like the muscles are now giving up. There's a few games remaining to go, just only one game remaining to play for. And, well, I don't think there will be a continuation for John Bahera, if I'm not very much mistaken. Pain there. Oh, she's in a lot of pain. Totally a lot of pain, and still waiting to see if she will be stretched off of this. Yes, she will be. Well, actually it was Ndela Patrick. Actually thought it was John Bahera, but it's Ndela Patrick here, and substitution will be made now. Looks like jersey number 5 will be coming in here for the Tanzanians, and jersey number 5 is actually Esther Mahanza Gintulia, with the one coming in to replace Ndela Patrick. There's a chance for Uganda to get something from the set piece, and standing on this is Shamila Naluja alongside Fauzia Najemba. They'll be standing on this one, and that's a nice chance. Oh, gamble from the goalkeeper there. Unfortunately, Ziberi Mutunda, that ball did not go to the back of the net, just to the side. Free kick to Uganda.
Oh,
This time it was Rehema Ramadhani.
is that Makasa? Down, shot 10.
That's Rehema Ramadhani, who's actually on the ground there, shot number 14. Judging from the position of play, the referee actually had awarded a free kick to Uganda, and Rehema is actually still on the ground. They've just lost Ndela Patrick. They've even not yet gotten a replacement for Ndela, and now Rehema is also on the ground. Very disappointing for the Tanzanians. We should be okay to continue Rehema, and in comes Esther, coming in as a replacement of Ndela. Ndela just failing to continue, and Esther Mahanza will be the one to come play the remaining 22 minutes of the game in here, and it will be Koku Ali to deliver. Goku, oh what a waste, terrible. Shema Juma fighting very hard to keep hold of this.
Well, still 0-0, 22 minutes to 90, and that will mean end of this game. If it ends like this, Uganda will then have to go past Ethiopia to win this year's edition. But as it looks, the Ethiopians are in a driving seat right now, having collected maximum points from all the games, and they had one game of a thriller against Tanzania that ended controversially, getting some players and officials suspended of the Tanzanian team. So Uganda need to be very worried if they don't win this one. Daffin sitting out for seconds as the referee watches proceedings.
Concerns for the goalkeeper Daffin, could be a knee injury. So the coach of Tanzania shares a word with John Bahera. She has seen her side actually play well against Uganda. Uganda will be a side that the Tanzanians were very much worried about in this, judging from the fact that they're still holding Uganda to a 0-0 draw. You have to admit that the Tanzanians have actually played very, very well.
Well, Uganda has Joan and Saida, the other goalkeepers that can come on if Daffin was not able to continue. There they are, warming up.
Those are under 20 goalkeepers. That's the future of Uganda goalkeeping.
They have no minute competitively, and I think they need to.
Haruna, it's away by Isaiah. Stolen away by Aisha Juma. Collected calmly. Good movement there, Shakira driving further forward. Esther coming back to defend, but this is Margaret. Turning is Naluja. Nandago with a shot this time. Finally put it away. It's going to be a chance for Uganda to continue piling its pressure on the Tanzanians.
If a Ugandan team has no goal and Nandago gets her feet on the ball, you can count that one sometimes, knowing what she's done in the previous matches.
The ball inside by Komuntale. It's controlled yet again. Now controlling the box will be a chance for penalty. Is it coming? Yes, it's coming. Penalty. Naluja Shamira is down, and penalty has just been awarded. And Koku Pikipanga will bring it down on Naluja Shamira.
Considering what happened in the previous games, some are being stopped from attacking the referee verbally, as the others look to their maker for the chance to get the goal in. I believe Shamila should get up and get that ball, because the last time Fauzia took a penalty for Uganda, it didn't go in. And remember the other penalty they got in the Djibouti game, Shamila came gracefully, placed it and got it past the goalkeeper. It is what they need. Uganda need to break the deadlock with a goal, and we don't know who is going to take it, but surely if it's Shamila, she's worked hard for it, considering she's a player down. That was a foul for them to get that in the box.
Well, penalty Uganda.
It looks like Fauzia
is It's Fauziana Jemba. She's been involved in a penalty before, and she's here. She missed one. Will she score this one? She actually missed that penalty from this goal post.
That was against Burundi in the first game.
It is Ziberi, the goalkeeper, up against Najemba. Scores that one inside. Finally, Uganda is back on things. They are leading here by 1-0 over Tanzania. Najemba Fauzia this time does not disappoint from the spot kick and buries that ball in the back of the net. It's 1 Uganda, 0 Tanzania.
Scores her 10th of the tournament. Of course, trying to make 40 goals for her career on the national team. You already have Juliet Nalukenge, who has 42 to her name. That is starting from the unders, and then the senior team. Fauzia Najemba makes her mark and this time corrects her mistakes. That's called avenging and scoring one, putting Uganda in the game, and of course trying to make a difference in the game. It was really tight. You would wonder where the goal was coming from, and just look at her. The goalkeeper almost got there, but it was a bullet and it was hard for her to get it.
Good penalty from Fauzia Najemba. Struck well with a lot of energy and pace. The goalkeeper this time, Ziberi Mtunda, just couldn't keep the ball in play. Well, Tanzania have actually been very defensive. Now they need to see if they can get something. Shemata away to Emiliana. Naluja stolen away off the legs of Shakira. Intercepted and cleared away there by Asia. Oh, the chase again here. Najemba up against the goalkeeper Ziberi. Ziberi doing well.
Well, a change in trends. This time it's not Nandago that opens the scoring goal. Well, this was a tight one, and they had to wait as far as 73 minutes to get themselves on the score sheet. Team Uganda, Ethiopia worried for a moment.
Intercepted by Margaret Kunihira. One pass, Margaret again. Well, the boy bulls actually being very swift today. And those balls back in play. Margaret Kunihira there, trying to come back to life. Ball brought through. Kunihira, sorry. Looks like the referee has awarded a free kick, or rather, a throw-in or free kick. It's a throw-in. Kumuntale. Well, initially Kumuntale was supposed to begin this game, just recovered from malaria. Kumuntale here. Najemba. And ball just goes away for a goal kick to Tanzania. Just about 15 minutes.
Well, this goal puts Uganda ahead of Ethiopia, considering the superior goal difference, and that means that the last game on Tuesday will be highly competitive. Margaret Kunhira going wide, trying to go by herself, gets her past the defenders. Still about Margaret. Cross ball, nice, but again nobody meets it from the Ugandan side.
What a clearance there from Asia. It's big clearance from Asia Nachivuka. Well, reminding you, on Thursday it is the Mijingo Derby. Well, that is for the World Cup qualifier, Uganda versus Kenya.
Yeah,
it's 4 p.m. live on UBC.
Kenya may have no shot at the World Cup. Uganda has chance. That is Mali faults in the process. But again, between Kenya and Uganda, it has always been bad blood. If you remember 2012, where Uganda failed to beat Kenya in Nambole.
Very good backtracking there, this time from Shakira. Throw begun quickly by the Tanzanians. Currently looking for that equalizer. Naluja failing to clear. That's Irene, who could have been a foul, but it's given to Uganda this time. Looking at Aisha Juma just sitting on the ground and looking at the referee. Aisha Juma, jersey number 9 there, but it's a free kick that actually was from a foul that happened a couple of minutes before Aisha Juma was brought down. Well, concerns for the Tanzanian bench. Looks like another year gone. Nakachwa away there by Aisha Juma.
Actually, the match between Uganda and Kenya was 2011, but they were playing for AFCON qualifiers of 2012, if I'm to be exact. Nandede on this one.
This is Nandede. Oh, she's brought down Nandede. Free kick in another good territory. Looks like the referee will be giving out another yellow. Is that Isaiah Miliana?
Yeah, that is Emilian. But Peter, the Tanzanians
Aisha
now.
Juma. Let's confirm on this.
No.
Yeah, it's Aisha Juma. That's poor play from number 9, Aisha Juma.
Aisha Juma.
Simple. You missed
She
the
was
ball,
struck
missed the
down by 2. Then Aisha had that late challenge. Masaka looks on. They call her Masaka.
Well, it's Fauzia Najemba's goal separating the two sides here after Naluja Shamira was brought down.
We have some Tanzanians warming up on the bench, but what can 12 minutes make? Remember, they are actually on 6 points now. As it stands, Uganda is on 12 and on top of the group with a better goal difference than Ethiopia. Sumaya Komontale will be taking this.
Well, Sumaya being told to wait for the whistle by the center referee. Well, it's in a very good territory for Kala. Well, if you have a very good free kick taker, that can go straight into the back of the net. Let's wait and confirm if Sumaya Komuntali can score this one. So driving through, punched away by the keeper, Ziberi. Unfortunately, they just can't keep the ball on play. That is Esther. Ball goes out for corner.
Yeah, another corner. It's either Margaret or Asia that will go on and take this. Uganda can try to cool down the game, because with the goal to your name, you can try to play around that and get the maximum points. Margaret Kunhira.
Corner, Margaret Kunihira. Long from Margaret. The wasted opportunity this time goes away for goal kick. It was Hadija Nandago. Well, by the way, this is the first game that Najemba Fauzia scored first.
Yeah, it was always Hadija. Yeah, it was always Hadija. But like I said, it is a different one, because against Tanzania, you expect a lot. 10 minutes to go. Zaina does well, and it's a free kick because the ball was handled. Just look at Emilian. I don't know. Emilian is being stubborn, and referee decides to stand her decision by telling her it is her that decides, not Emilian.
Kumuntale together with Nakachwa all standing on this, are looking to be the ones to deliver this ball in. It's 3, including the goal scorer Fauzia Najemba, all standing on this.
I'd love for Shakira to go for that.
There is Kumuntale. This time it's very heavy again, failing to deliver yet again. 9 minutes to go here in Jinja, Fufa Technical Center in Ijeru. John Bahera away. Nandago again. It's Kumuntale trying to open up on Fauzia Najemba, but the ball just goes outside for a goal kick here to Tanzania. John Bahera, Esther, Nalucha, muscle down, and free kick again. It's Koku. Looks like Tanzania will be making a substitution. Looks like jersey number 6 will be coming in to play the remainder of the 8 minutes of this. That's the foul from Koku on Naluja Shamira, the player of Uganda that managed to win the penalty. She's still on the ground as Tanzania are warming up. Jersey number 6, Joyce Fred Lema. Lema coming through, but Kuku Kipanga, or the suspect of the foul. So very much clean, as you can see Naluja Shamira holding her head.
Yeah, she's impaled a couple of times. She's the reason as to why Uganda won a penalty. And now we're seeing another substitution for the Tanzanians.
Out will be Rehema Ramadhani, and in comes Fred Lema. So basically you have a Patrick, you have a Fred, and you have a John.
All those are players, and very good players. I just like the size of the Tanzanian players. Believe me, if they continue playing more, they will conquer the continent. It's the right size, they have the energy, highly ambitious. You can see them handling a game at a go. All they have to handle is their attitude.
Naluja Shamira there, trying to exert her authority on the match. Almost will throw it to Uganda.
Smaya Kamuntale for the whip.
Well, that's good play there from Nandago. Straight to the arms of the goalkeeper, Ziberi Mtunda. Away by Ziberi. Collected by Esther. Intercepted there by Naluja. So the free kick, Masaka, has actually been brought down. The referee will be awarding Masaka Hamis Aisha the free kick, and this will be brought in. Oh, John Lema actually leaves it for John Mahera. Oh, sorry, Fred Lema. Not John Lema, but Fred Lema.
Well, Aisha is good at shooting, but the Ugandan defenders have not given her the liberty to do that.
John Mahera will be the one to deliver this ball here for Tanzania. So, measuring. Goes with a long ball through straight up to the goalkeeper. No worries for Daphne Nyarenga today. She's been very comfortable. Actually still head and
no, yeah, against Burundi it was 5-1. Yeah, against Burundi it was 5-1.
She was considered only one, yes,
yeah,
very
then the
true.
13-0 and the 2-0. So she considered one, Peter.
Esther Lema. Lema again. This time they failed to keep the ball on play. Shamat Juma. Throw to Uganda. 5 minutes of normal time remaining to play here. Just one game remaining to play. And that will be Uganda versus Ethiopia. Basically number 1 up against number 2 on the table standing. And that will be tomorrow, but 1 if I'm not mistaken. Well, tomorrow being a Sunday. Be a couple of days for resting, so I'm not sure that it will be tomorrow, but 1 shall be keeping you company with the actual date for the final match. Don't worry. That will be, I think, the 9th. Yeah, that's the 9th. That's when we shall be having the final matches of the competition being played, and of course the crowning ceremony. As it stands right now, if it remains like this, Uganda will be going back on top of Ethiopia. Both Uganda and Ethiopia winning all its games have been played so far. Maximum points 12 is what they have. Masaka. It's Masaka. Oh, doing very well, Masaka. And it's away by Bira Natunga. Well, these closing 4 minutes will be very many, most especially for the Ugandan side that will be wanting the referee to blow the whistle right now. There'll be few for the Tanzanian players who actually will be wanting more. Looks like the referee will be adding about 4 to 5. As Uganda will be looking to make a double substitution here. Here we go. Jase 15 coming in for 12. So it's basically Nandago coming out. And also on the other side, number 2, coming in for number 20. That's Nandede. So Nandede and Nandago all coming out of the game, Fiona. And there will be more defensive approach and more action to play for in here.
You have a Nagadia Catherine, that is Jersey 12, coming on. Remember, she started the 2 games, actually 3, and then rested for the 3rd. She had to sit on the bench for that one. And now she comes in because Nandede had come in her position and the coach was very happy with her. Then you have...
there's a Namaganda Zaituni has also come through.
Okay.
She already has a goal to her name, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she
Zaituni.
has. She scored in the 13-0 beating of Djibouti.
Kanyago Harima is also in. Players that have actually been brought through. There's a free kick here for Uganda. 2 minutes remaining to play for no more time. Shamila Nakachwa will be the one to deliver this ball further forward. Nakachwa waiting. Long ball inside the D, straight up to the goalkeeper and collision. Kanyago Harima colliding with the goalkeeper Ziberi. You can see the disappointment there from John Bahera, who actually wants the referee to do more.
Well, the Tanzanians, I don't know why they're complaining.
Well, I don't think that this results into a yellow card in whatsoever it is. It's just a simple collision there.
Yeah. Well, the Tanzanians, that's what I said, they have to work on their attitude and game approach when it comes to emotions.
So
that is their first team goalkeeper, Mauricio. I don't know if she can come in for about 1 minute or 2. Well, those are the girls. Zaina Nandede has not disappointed the coach.
Naluja Shamira.
Evergreen, she's lightened up the midfield for Uganda. Shakira and Nandago have been tremendous.
That's Zaituni there.
Okay.
Nakachua approaching the 90th minute mark right now. Tanzania continue to press up. 3 minutes have been added in here. Just 3 minutes. Uganda 3 minutes away from going back on top of the table. Tanzania 3 minutes away from another poor campaign in the under 20 category. Goal kick away by John Bahera. There's more energy here. Good play there. Nice play from the captain. Najemba. Again Najemba in the box line. It's Najemba. Keeps the body on line. Could be a chance here, but swept away. Margaret Kunihira. Shot coming in from wing and it goes outside from Naluja Shamira.
Shamila tries to launch a long one. Well, they need that, knowing they exactly have 2 minutes to end this and top the log. Good game for Uganda. They knew it was a little tight and you need just a few moments to make the difference. Shamila was a good whip, though misses the net by a whisker.
Well, the technical bench for Uganda seems to be very much okay with the performance today. Najemba. This is Najemba yet again. More bodies inside the box here, straight to the arms of Ziberi. Hurry football by Ziberi. Trying to see if Tanzania can get an equalizer here. Nalucha. Zaituni. The referee actually stops play. Looks like there is a footballer on the ground and to be a free kick for Tanzania. Looks like Asia.
Yeah, that looks like Nakivuka Asia. She took up the center role in defense after Aisha left Nantongo. So she partners Nadunga because Marco Montali took up a position on the left wing.
Draw ball with a few seconds remaining to play. Possession Uganda, away by Naluja. Margaret Kunihira chasing, trying to be very clever over Esther. And it's away this time by Emiliana Isaya. Kamuntali away. Throw to Tanzania. Hurry through. Another throw in they get. Oh, foul throw. Referee awards this to Uganda. So just a few seconds remaining to play for just 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, and the reason why they will top the group is the 13 goals against Djibouti. Ethiopia managed only 7. So for them, they scored more. When you talk about 7 and 13, the difference is about 6 goals.
Well, again, another player to the ground. And it's the usual. And this is Asia on the ground again. It's complaining over knock to the head, Asia. Oh, sorry, it's actually Margaret Kunihira, rather. Jersey number 14.
Ayubu Khalifa looks on. I know he wants the whistle blown as soon as possible. Nyarenga also showing signs of fatigue. Margaret receives ice on. Coach tries to calm. He's calming down his assistants.
Well, looks like Uganda will be victorious in this East African derby. As for the ladies category, and they will be waiting for another East African derby in the men's category. Well, there you go. Center referee blows the whistle to bring this encounter to an end. And Uganda goes back on top of the table, leading this one with only 1 game to go. And that's a game against Ethiopia.
Well, will be the tiebreaker considering they're all on 12 points, but Uganda superior with a goal difference. As you can see, Namaganda thanking her captain for a good work done. It was a penalty that made the difference and Uganda go top. Well, the CECAFA under 20 this year's edition, Uganda not only hosted, but they are cruising and they're doing everything well. It is 1-0.
Perfect play, very, very good play by the young lads of the under 20. It needed a penalty that was won by Naluja and finished by Najemba Fauzia. It is the reason as to why Uganda goes back on top of the table. Same points with Ethiopia, but much better goal difference than the Ethiopians. The Tanzanians walk away with their heads down, not very happy at what has actually come from this game, vis-a-vis the game that actually they played against the Ethiopians. But what a tournament we have had in this year's edition of CECAFA. The dance will continue throughout until the end of the day with one final match against Ethiopia on the 9th of this very month. That will be the one to determine who will be victorious. Let's actually hand you back to Broadcast House, John Barnes Sentemu up in there, making sure they can actually analyze the performance. But let's leave you first with these pictures before we actually go down to John Barnes Sentemu as the girls party their way through. Bye-bye.
Is just getting started down at the Vatican Center in Nigeria, and of course even here in studio, because one of their own, Otandeka Lachi, is dancing to the tunes as the girls celebrate a victory over Tanzania. Hard fought, but cometh the hour, cometh the woman. Fawzia Najema from the sport, 72nd minute, and Uganda is on 12 points alongside Ethiopia on 12 points. Final game coming up on Tuesday. It's going to be a thrill of a game, a crack of sorts, a must win for both teams, but a draw can secure Uganda the title. Let's talk the 45 minutes that happened very, very tense for you, where you sat in the corner as peeping and seeing you, and every time Uganda got a chance to attack, You almost attacked them.
Yes. Yeah, I thought the second half was a lot better for Uganda. We showed a lot more energy going forward. And as you can see with Shamira getting fouled in the box, you get rewarded for your bravery. So eventually being patient and finding those gaps, and we managed to penetrate through Tanzania's defense, and of course they were just left with making a lazy tackle and a clear penalty, and then Fauzia putting it away like the great finisher she is. Now we're off to the finals, and I can't wait.
You said you get rewarded for what?
Bravery.
For your bravery. I think Ugandans are going to pick that on too, even in their normal life. The guy in studio with us here, the man from Magic 100 FM, who's giving you Saturday Mix tonight on Magic 100. It's a musical show, but you've got to be rewarded by what?
Bravery.
You've got to be brave enough to be able to get whatever you like in life, and this applies to everything that we do. But anyways, the girls putting up a splendid performance in the second half. Of course, they knew that coming into this,